this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder the Capital One bank guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also talk about how most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
Work can be a little weird. Cringy training seminars, coworkers who won't stop talking about their plant, forgetting the mute button at an inopportune moment. We have to deal with a lot on any given workday. Sometimes it can feel hard to thrive and move forward in your career. Well, that's where LinkedIn comes in. LinkedIn helps you get ideas and insights from experts in your field, connect with people professionally, grow your network, and access tools designed to help you find the right fit for your next role. Whether you're just getting started, figuring out your next move, or looking to accelerate your career, LinkedIn is built to support you at every stage. Because LinkedIn is the network that works for you. Visit linkedin.com/knowstuff to learn more.
Welcome to Stuff You Should Know from HowStuffWorks.com.
Hey, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Josh Clark. There's Charles W. Chuckers Bryant. Did I say that last time?
My name like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. You might have just said, I don't know.
I wonder.
We'll find out.
How's it going?
It's going great. We just learned something neat. What? Guest producer Noel, to our right.
Yeah, hey, Noel.
Your left. Our podcast today is on horseshoes.
Yeah.
He took that as a college course called Backyard Games.
Yeah. At Augusta State. Yeah.
A real college course. And he said bocce, right?
Yeah.
Horseshoes and...
Badminton.
Was it badminton? I thought we couldn't determine.
Yeah, he said badminton and then possibly lawn darts.
Okay. So, hey, college credit.
Which, I don't know. I guess you'd have to apply to the FTC, maybe, to get lawn darts as a college. Kind of like how you'd have to apply to the DEA to get some MDMA to carry out some sort of...
on-campus studies or something.
Yeah, some sort of study.
Yeah.
You'd have to... Lawn darts are illegal, man.
Yeah.
Big time. Do you remember those things? They were like killing kids left and right.
Big time mean?
Big time illegal.
There's a task force
they're like
roaming the neighborhoods of suburbia.
Schedule 1 backyard game, I think.
I bet you can buy them on eBay and stuff.
Well, you could probably buy them on Silk Road.
I was just about to say, you got to go on the deep web to get lawn darts. I played that when I was a kid, though, man. We had lawn darts.
I was smart enough to not kill myself or anybody else with them.
It's funny looking back
tempting.
at how dangerous that was.
Yeah, and that was kind of like the end of that wave because, at the time, and like for a decade or two before that, probably longer, it was like you could get electrocuted by your toaster pretty easily. Oh, yeah. Like your humidifier there was a 90% chance it was going to catch fire while you were asleep.
Remember the hydrochloric acid slip and slides?
Yeah, right.
Those were awful.
Yeah, and they designed them like that so that they would be obsolete very quickly.
Yeah.
So the acid would burn them much more quickly. And you too, unfortunately.
Yeah. So do you have a great setup for this thrilling podcast to come?
I'm hungry, so this will explain this setup. Have you ever heard of a horseshoe sandwich?
No, I haven't.
It is a local delicacy out of Springfield, Illinois, and it dates back to the early 20th century.
Okay.
It's for a full-size portion. It's 2 pieces of Texas toast.
Love Texas toast.
Nice hamburger patty or ham.
Love both ham and hamburger.
Well, then you probably like them together.
Yeah.
On each Texas toast slice.
Okay.
Cover the whole, put them next to each other. Mm-hmm. It's open face.
Sure.
Cover the whole thing with fries.
Love it.
And then top it all with cheese sauce.
Just like nacho cheese sauce?
I'm sure there's people out there who use Cheese Whiz, but from what I understand, from my research, it's more like a Welsh rarebit sauce.
Okay.
So like cheese with like other stuff that makes it Welsh rarebit sauce. But it's a horseshoe sandwich. And
sign me up.
In doing research for horseshoes, that was one of the most interesting things I could come up with. Again, I'm hungry, so it really jumped out at me.
Yeah, why do they call it that?
I didn't see.
Because it doesn't... Is it because it's the size of a horseshoe? I don't know.
It looked to be the size of a horse.
Okay.
Maybe the shoes underneath.
Well, maybe calling it the horse sandwich was untoward, so they just
Horseshoe.
Queued it up.
Right, yeah. I'll bet that's exactly what it was. Yeah. Well, anyway, shout out to Springfield, Illinois, right?
Whoop.
Home of the horseshoe sandwich.
Yeah. And cardiovascular disease.
Okay, so I know how you feel about horseshoes.
I actually love to play horseshoes.
Okay, I know how you feel about talking about playing horseshoes.
Not super exciting.
I find it's an interesting thing.
All right.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's you actually do get a bit of exercise, especially if you play competitively.
Yeah.
My friend, you can burn as much, if you're an average Joe, as 150 calories an hour playing horseshoes. You can work off a hard-boiled egg an hour.
Yeah.
Or 1/100th of a horseshoe sandwich.
Hey, and if you're playing in the backyard, maybe you've eaten some deviled eggs at a picnic, because horseshoes and picnics go together like ants and picnics.
That's exactly right.
I actually love horseshoes. I got a set a few years ago when my buddy Justin, who you know, had a 4th of July party, and we set it up in his backyard and played, and now he kept them, and haven't played since.
What's the deal?
Well, I mean, I left them at his house, you know.
You need to go get them. Those are yours.
Yeah, but I don't have actually I do have an area, but like no one comes and hangs out in my backyard, basically.
Everybody hangs out at Justin's?
Yeah. Emily and I would play horseshoes together, but it's more fun with like a group.
Well, sure. And that's one way you could play, individually with 2 people, or with pairs.
Yeah, and it says in the article you can play solo, but if you're playing horseshoes by yourself,
that is
then,
sad.
Yeah.
That is a sad day for you.
It is.
So, Chuck, let's talk about the origin of the horseshoe itself.
Of the shoe?
I got a little info on it.
Not the game, the shoe.
The shoe.
Okay.
So, if you see a horse in the wild running, it's probably running for its life. Horses naturally don't like to run very much.
Of course not.
Their feet get sore. That's why they don't run very much.
Yeah.
So right when humans said, hey, I'm going to ride that thing, they figured out we need to put something on its feet because its little feet get sore, and I don't want to hurt this horse. I'm trying to get it to run.
Yeah.
So probably in the Asian steppes about 1,000 years, about 2,000 years ago,
Okay.
they started putting like booties on their horses.
That's cute.
With like herbs and something to soften the blow of the ground.
Right.
By the turn of that millennium, the 1st or 2nd century AD, people were putting booties, leather booties, which the ancient Romans, I believe, called hippo sandals. They basically put sandals on their horses. Finally, everybody realized all this was idiotic, and you need to put metal on a horse.
Right.
And by 1000 AD, like nailing metal horseshoes to the bottom of a horse's hoof was very common practice.
Well, does that not hurt?
No, because it's kind of like if you have your fingernail past your quick.
Yeah.
If you nail the nail through that, past the quick, not below the quick, but anything that grows out past the quick, that doesn't have any nerve endings in it, right?
Yeah.
So, no, it's very similar to that. It's like a huge, thick fingernail for the horse. That's what a hoof is.
So it hurts them to walk on these, but it doesn't hurt to have people drive nails into them.
Yes.
Okay.
Depending on how long the nail is. Now, you could easily use a nail that's too long.
Sure.
And drive it right into the horse's foot, which would be very painful.
Sure.
But as long as the nail is short enough, you're just driving it into something that has no nerve endings, and it prevents that foot that's on the other end, the inside of the hoof, from becoming sore from walking.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to use nails that aren't too long, which is why there's this very specific trade called a farrier.
Yeah.
Who knows what they're doing.
Sure.
With trimming horses' hooves, shoeing horses, that kind of thing. And there's actually a patron saint of farriers, Saint Eligius. He's said to have come across a horse that was ailing, remove the horse's leg, shoot it, and then put the horse's leg back on, and the horse is like fine after that.
Sounds like hocus pocus magic to me.
Right. Somewhere along the way, somebody figured out that a horseshoe makes for a pretty great stand-in for a discus if you bend it to close it.
Yeah, like the ancient Greeks, maybe.
Yeah.
They were into it.
Thanks for sitting through that intro. I saw a little blood come out of your ear.
No. Yeah, Greeks and Romans apparently played horseshoes, and it like became a popular thing in the United States, like after the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
And I guess it just caught on. Like,
Well,
hey, let's throw these things.
So the ancient Greeks were into discus throwing?
Yeah.
But you had to be wealthy or part of the military to have a discus. If you were poor, you had access to horseshoes, and if you bent the horseshoes to close them up
Yeah.
and
So
threw
like
them like a discus, you had something called quiots.
And then one of them landed accidentally on a metal stake, and they went, I bet you can't do that again.
Right. I think they just got lazy and grew tired of bending the horseshoes, so they're like, we'll just throw the horseshoes as they are.
Yeah.
And that horseshoes is an ancient game.
It's an ancient game, and it's played all over the world. It's not just for suburban American backyards. South Africa, Israel, Italy, to name a few.
Yeah.
I bet it's played the worldwide.
And just here in North America, apparently 15 million people play. Not necessarily competitive, but, like Justin.
Yeah. Steal your horseshoes and play with them. And that is according to the National Horseshoe Pitchers Association, or NHPA.
Yeah.
And like every sport, there is an official governing body, and they set the rules. They host tournaments. I imagine they sell T-shirts and hats.
There's also a rock star.
Who?
His name's Alan Francis.
Oh, what, I thought you meant a real rock star.
He's like the rock star.
The rock star of horseshoe throwers.
Yeah.
Like, what's his deal? He's just super great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's apparently no sports figure in all of sports who dominates more than he does. I'm not kidding. This guy, listen.
He's the most dominant sportsman in the world?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He has won 14 of the last 17 men's world championships at the NHPA championships.
So what's his name?
Alan Francis from Defiance, Ohio.
So when people say, like, he's the Michael Jordan of horseshoes, what they should say is Michael Jordan is the Alan Francis of basketball.
Right. They really should. This
Okay.
guy has, which we'll get into, but you throw a horseshoe and what you want to do is throw a ringer.
Yeah, sure.
He's got a 90% average. 90%. 9 times out of 10, when he throws these things, it's a ringer. Not
That's
a
good.
leaner. Not in count. It's a ringer. No one walking the earth has a ringer percentage like that.
That is a maze.
If you want to learn more about Alan Francis, by the way, read Perfection in the Horseshoe Pit from the New York
By Josh
Times.
Clark.
Right.
You wrote a book about him. That's sweet.
It's cool. I think it's cool that there's a guy out there who's like unbeatable.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at horseshoes.
This guy would wipe the floor with you.
Well, of course he would. He's the best athlete in the history of humanity.
Of sport.
But all I'm saying is I'm pretty good at horseshoes, and I assume it's because I pitch softball.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's probably got something, similar motion.
Yeah, they are similar.
And I'm athletic. I'm not one of those people that gets a horseshoe and, like, throws it behind them or over, like, on the picnic table or anything like that.
That's good. So that means it's your spectator-friendly horseshoe thrower.
That's right.
Pitcher.
It's hard to believe that the first phone call ever happened over 150 years ago. Just think about that, Chuck.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I'm Gen X, so I grew up talking on the phone with my friends in high school and stuff, and it was a really fond memory.
And over all these years and all these phone calls, AT&T has been there, connecting people in meaningful ways. And this is more than a story of technological innovation. It's a story of human connection.
That's right. Over that 150 years, there's been a lot of connection with people, whether it was me in high school or family connecting with one another long distance or those long distance relationships. And AT&T has been there for it all. Connecting changes everything. AT&T. Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful, it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary. It's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic.
All right, so let's get into this. Pitching is what you call throwing. The shoe is about twice the size of a regular horseshoe.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not like a little horseshoe. You pitch to see who goes first. Closest to the stake goes first. And we need to say right off the bat that there are real rules and there are house rules.
Right.
I'm always a house rules guy.
Yeah. So
In
you play
anything.
by Justin's rules.
Well, we co-determine the rules since I bought the kit.
Oh, okay. I got you. But if you went to, say, Jake Gyllenhaal's house.
Yeah.
And he was playing horseshoes, and you would play by his rules. You wouldn't be like, according to my rules.
No, I'd say, Jake, first of all, what kind of name is Gyllenhaal? And then I'd say, secondly, what are your house rules? Because I will abide. I respect the house rules.
Okay, cool.
But since we bought the kit together, then we made up our own rules, basically.
I just wanted to make sure that's what you're saying. That's what I figured.
And that's one of the points of a game like Horseshoes is you can play and make up your own rules. It's no big deal. Mm-hmm. But we're going to tell you how to play a real game if you're into that as well.
Yes, according to the NHPA.
Right. So you pitch to see who goes first. The object, if you don't know this by now, is to throw your horseshoe and have it ring the metal stake that is driven into the ground that we'll tell you about in a second.
If you didn't know that already, raise your hand so we can send someone to come lay on top of you until you pass out from unconsciousness.
Exactly. Games are made up of innings. You play in pairs, and you throw two horseshoes. You throw both your horseshoes, and then the next dude or dudette throws their horseshoes. You don't alternate one and one,
right,
unless you want to, per house rules.
House rules. And now there are like some details to these rules that like I wasn't aware of. Like you have to pitch both shoes in 30 seconds.
Again,
it's like
rules.
Speed chess.
Yeah.
In the park.
Yeah, but if you're taking longer than that, like what are you doing? Are you measuring the air? Like
you're just like drinking beer and like talking to people who are watching like a jackass.
But get your head in the game.
Exactly. That's what that rule does.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we should go over the court and all that stuff of like regulation. So if you get your horseshoes, you at least know how to set it up.
Well, hold on. What's the end of the game? So if we're playing one another,
yeah,
we're both pitching toward the same stake.
Yes.
You pitch your two in 30 seconds. I pitch my two in 30 seconds, and that's an inning.
Yes.
And there's no set number of innings, but normally people will play until you get to 40 points.
Yeah, I've seen that the common backyard horseshoes is you play to 21.
Yeah.
But I think a regulation tournament you're going to play to 40. And it depends. I also saw like Philly rules and stuff like this.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
people get local. You know?
get a punch in the stomach.
Yeah, exactly. It's called a court where you play, and if you want to play horseshoes in your backyard, you need to have like a level, wide open area. Mm-hmm. You can't you don't want to play it on a hill.
And there's actually a lot of schematics online if you want to build your own horseshoe court.
All right, so let's go over the basics of the court, though. It's 46 feet long by 6 feet wide.
Yes.
You've got two pitching platforms, which is where you throw from, each 6 feet square.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to have protective backboards. I've never seen that. No, I mean, I'm just like, I guess this is so it doesn't tumble on and hit the guy at the beer keg.
Right.
But I usually just dig a pit, and like the Chuck House rules once again.
So what is it then? Like, how do you lay out like where the end of the box is?
There's really not an end of the box for Chuck House rules.
I got you. I'm with you.
You're either ringing it, you're leaning it, or you're closest to the pin, or closest to the stake, I guess.
All the schematics I've seen are like, man, it is a defined box.
Yeah, like bocce. Like, it's a real deal.
Right.
So you've got two stakes. They are iron rods about 36 inches long, 1 inch wide, and they are staked toward each other at roughly a 12-degree angle, about halfway in. Mm-hmm. It says about halfway. I would think that would be like really specific, like how many inches above ground.
Yeah, I would think so too.
But I didn't find that.
Apparently, you're also supposed to stake it 4 feet from the back of the box, but 2 feet from the front of the box.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
Okay.
Chop up the soil or sand if you really want to go the extra mile.
Yeah, you should. If you're going to build yourself a horseshoe pit, get some sand.
You've got foul lines at 27 feet and 37 feet from each stake, and that determines where you're going to throw from. They say adult men pitch from 37, and ladies and old people and kids pitch from 27 or shorter.
That is sexist and ageist.
Agreed. I say pitch from wherever you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
House rules. And they say the backyard games are similar, but like it's usually not like it's either like sand or asphalt pits or something. Whatever you can accommodate is what I say. Yeah. If you don't have that many feet, like make it shorter.
Right.
You know?
But then you have to handicap your score.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My house rules are very unforgiving.
That's why I never play horseshoes with you anymore.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about pitching then.
Oh, okay. You want me to?
Yeah. How do you pitch a shoe? What are the two methods?
Well, first let's talk about the anatomy of a shoe. Let's not forget that horseshoes are derived from actual horseshoes, which were put on horses' hooves. So if you're holding a horseshoe, so that the two prongs are at the bottom, what's at the top then is called the toe. The open space, the opposite the toe, that's the heel.
Yeah.
And then the two, parts at the end that kick inward toward the heel, those are called caulks, right?
Yeah, and it's backwards in my head, but then when you think about how it sits on a horse's foot, it makes sense.
Exactly.
But I would think the heel would be the part you hold, but it's not. It's the reverse.
Right.
Because how it sits on a horse's foot.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you want to throw we're going to teach you right now.
Yes.
How to pitch a horseshoe 2 ways.
Yeah, and you got shanks too. I don't think we mentioned that. Those are the arms.
Yeah, that's right. So you've got the toe, the shanks coming down each side.
The heel,
and then the things that kick in are called the caulks.
Yeah, the heel caulks.
The heel caulks, right.
All right.
So if you want to carry out what's called a single flip pitch, this is probably the easiest.
That's me.
Is this you?
Sure.
This is the easiest, but Alan Francis does this too. And from what I'm finding, a lot of pro or really good horseshoe pitchers use this single flip pitch. So what you do is you grab the thing using your thumb and your index finger, or your thumb and your index and middle finger.
Yeah.
You squeeze the toe between that. So you've got the horseshoe level with the ground, horizontally level with the ground above it, and you bring your arm back like a pendulum.
Yeah.
You raise it up again. You swing it back and forth until you can feel it. And you got to do it within 15 seconds because you got another one to pitch.
Yeah.
But right when that thing feels right, you let it go when it hits eye level with you.
Yeah, roughly. Whatever feels comfortable, but eye level is recommended.
Right. You want to send it in an arc about 6 to 8 feet into the air. And you can, in this method, the thing might turn 360 degrees once. That's why it's called a single flip method. But more often than not, if you're a pro, your shoe does not turn at all. It follows the arc, but it stays flat the whole way.
Yeah.
And then right before it gets to the stake, the heel caulks drop and hit that stake and ring around it.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, yee-haw, and like takes a sip of corn whiskey, and they carry you off on their shoulders.
That is the flip pitch, the single flip pitch. More advanced players, and they say that this is an easier way to get ringers if you can master this. You know, if you spend enough years mastering the quarter turn.
Right.
I'm sorry, the 1 1/4 turn, not the quarter turn.
And there's other ones, there's like 3/4 turns, 1 3/4 turns.
Sure.
This is the standard other one.
Yeah, for a 1 1/4 turn, you hold the horseshoe by the shank. So the opening is to the left of your grip if you're right-handed, opposite if you're a lefty, obviously.
Yeah.
You swing your arm back and forth like a pendulum, just like you were going to do with the flip pitch. And then I get that you let it go lower. Is that right?
Yeah, usually when it hits like your thigh area.
Okay.
Which I think would give it a higher arc is the difference.
Right.
Or a sharper arc.
Yeah, but you want to keep that shoe level to the ground. Instead of flipping it, it's turning, I guess, turning a quarter until it meets, the stake.
Right.
Obviously, your goal there with the turn is to meet the stake with the I was about to call them prongs.
Caulks.
After we just went over all that. The caulks facing the stake.
Right.
And then you've got yourself a ringer. Everyone drinks corn whiskey and raises their glass.
That's right. For more corn whiskey to be poured into it.
So if you get close, you get no points, right? Because close doesn't count in horseshoes.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that where that comes from?
It does.
I was being coy. Yes, obviously you get points by being close. That's where the axiom comes from.
Yeah, it's called an in count. So let's say you and I just both thrown.
Yep, that's one inning.
We're going to go score our inning.
Yeah.
Let's say I threw one wild, because I've had a lot of corn whiskey from all the ringers I threw previous to this round, this inning.
Before I got there to witness it.
And,
Well, I'm just saying, like, you were lying about how many ringers you threw. I get there and you're like, earlier I threw 12 ringers.
Right, okay.
That's why I'm drunk.
So I throw one, and it's out of the court.
Yeah, that's out.
That's dead. That's a dead shoe. It doesn't count.
Yeah, not a dead ringer.
No, but there are such things.
Yes.
And we'll explain that in a second. But I did throw one, and it hit the ring, and it spun around, and we're doing the all count, or count all scoring.
Yeah.
Which means that I get 3 points.
That's great. A
For
ringer
a
is
ringer.
3 points. It's the highest you can score
Okay.
for
Now
a single pitch.
You threw a ringer, too. And you threw yours on top of mine.
Yeah.
You got 3 points for that one.
Yeah.
And then your second ringer, it stayed in, and not only did it stay in, it fell and is leaning now vertically up against the stake. It's not around it, but it's just up against it. It's called a leaner.
Yeah.
That's worth 1 point.
I think that should be 2 points.
It depends. Some people do score at 2 points.
Chuck House rules is 2.
I've seen videos that's 1.
Yeah. I think, this is just my opinion, I think it should be 3, 2, and 1, not 3, 1, and 1.
It makes sense. And the one that I think under your house rules counts as 1 point no matter what, everybody counts as 1 point, is one that lands within 6 inches of the stake.
Yeah, well, how we play is you just measure with another horseshoe, and if it is within the length of the 2 caulks,
Right.
That's what we measure. I don't know if that's 6 inches or not,
Yeah.
but that's what we use.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So 3, 2, and 1, or 3, 1, and 1, depending on how you're scoring. That's the count all method.
Yeah, I don't get this other method.
Okay, I'll explain it to you.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It does. It took me many times, and I actually had to watch a video to get it. It's complex, but it's not really.
Okay.
It's just sometimes the rules of games are hard to write down to get across in writing.
Agreed.
So the other method of scoring is called cancellation, right? And so in cancellation rules, that one that I threw out that's out, it doesn't count either way.
Yeah, sure.
Remember I threw that ringer?
Yeah.
You threw that ringer on top of mine.
Mm-hmm.
That canceled out my ringer, which made my ringer and your ringer, they cancel one another out.
See, that's what I don't get. What's the point?
A
That's
dead
the same
ringer.
thing as both of us getting 3, both of us getting 0.
Okay, it's true, but
Does that just keep the score down or something?
it does. I think also if you're really good, you know how to cancel other people's points out in addition to scoring yourself. But yes, it does. I think
Okay.
it extends the game too, really, because
Yeah.
cancellation, that keeps the points down. And if you're trying to get to 40 points, that's a long game.
Yeah.
But that one that you threw that's leaning, I didn't throw one like that. So there's not one for you to cancel out mine, which means you get your points, whether 2 points if you're playing at your house or 1 point if you're playing at a tournament.
I get it.
So cancellation is just if you do something that's the same as somebody else, they cancel one another out. And then if there's something that's like yours is closer than mine, that you get that 1 point.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, in a way.
And
But
then
I like to score points, so I would just give everyone points.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the thing. In cancellation points, I'm not going to win any points, because if yours is closer,
Yeah.
even if mine is within 6 inches of the stake and yours is within 6 inches,
Yeah.
if yours is closer, you're the one who gets the point. I don't. So it's all like, I'm getting all the points in this inning, not you.
I gotcha.
But yeah, that makes for a long game, I would guess. Although
Yeah.
if you have people who are just throwing ringer,
True.
a game would probably go by like in a blink of an eye. So cancellation rules are probably for people who are really good at horseshoes.
Yeah, and I've also seen where a lot of times you play to win by 2. I don't know, is that the official rule or is that house rules?
I didn't see that anywhere. I saw first person to get to 40.
Okay, that may be a house rule or a local thing.
Yeah.
But I'm always a win by 2, like
It
ping
sounds
pong.
a lot like what you're describing as volleyball. Play to 21, win by 2.
That's ping pong too, right?
Maybe so. Oh, I think we happened upon a magical rule that permeates almost all games, backyard or otherwise.
Fun stuff.
That's it, man.
You got anything else?
No, as much as I tried.
Be careful.
Yeah, and if you have lawn darts, turn them into your local government, because you're not supposed to have those.
Yeah, they're hoarding those for the apocalypse. Those are going to be valuable one day.
Yep.
Message break?
Not yet.
All right.
If you want to learn more about horseshoes, or if you just need a handy printout of these rules for your own home horseshoe court, just type horseshoes in the search bar at howstuffworks.com, and it's all right there for you. And since I said horseshoes, now it's time for message break.
Stuff you should know.
You know, it's hard to believe that the first phone call ever happened over 150 years ago. Just think about that, Chuck.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I'm Gen X, so I grew up talking on the phone with my friends in high school and stuff, and it was a really fond memory.
And over all these years and all these phone calls, AT&T has been there, connecting people in meaningful ways. And this is more than a story of technological innovation. It's a story of human connection.
That's right. Over that 150 years, there's been a lot of connection with people, whether it was me in high school or family connecting with one another long distance or those long distance relationships. And AT&T has been there for it all. Connecting changes everything. AT&T. Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful, it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary. It's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic.
And now it's time for listener mail, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to call this Burning Man Correction.
Okay.
Because, we've never been. We didn't get it all right.
That was a tough one. We've never been to CERN either, but we still talked about Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, but we learned with listener mail that burners take their burning seriously.
Okay. Let's hear about it.
And I feel terrible because I don't have her name, and I apologize about that.
Anonymous burner.
But here it is, Miss Burner. Hey, Chuck and Josh and Jerry. I was so excited when I saw you did a podcast on Burning Man. I couldn't wait to listen. I went to Burning Man 5 times.
Wow.
From 2000 to 2005, so she knows what she's talking about. I don't know if y'all would, I didn't know if y'all would get it since you've never been, but you nailed it. You made me laugh out loud a number of times. Some people get all serious about it and pretend that it's not all about sex and drugs, but just let me tell you, sex and drugs are a huge part of it. That place wouldn't exist without hallucinogenics. I have seen police there, and that's the one thing you got wrong. I have a friend who was actually arrested for drugs there.
Oh, man.
So there's definitely a police presence. The man is everywhere. So
that's true.
I just wanted to add also, even though it's not a music festival per se, you can really catch some great acts there on the down low. We saw Paul Oakenfold there in 2000 when he was one of the world's top DJs. There was no advertising, just word of mouth that he was there. We rocked up to see him spin an amazing set to about 300 people. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Very intimate.
That's a big name.
Another cool brush was with music legend Perry Farrell. We saw him dancing at sunrise and asked him to come over to our place to eat cheese and crackers with us, and he did. He's really, really nice guy and really, really high. And in the Burning Man spirit, there was no sense of them being famous people or being anything other than just part of the city like the rest of us. All are equal on the playa.
That's cool.
And maybe it's good I don't have her name.
Yeah. She just disappeared into the playa.
Exactly.
Like a mirage.
So we appreciate that correction, and thank you for the kudos.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate that. If you want to correct us on something we got wrong, we always love those. Thank you for everyone who has ever written in to correct us. You can tweet to us at SYSK Podcast. You can join us on Facebook.com/StuffYouShouldKnow. You can send us a correction via email to StuffPodcast@Discovery.com. And you can go check out our website, our home on the web, StuffYouShouldKnow.com.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit HowStuffWorks.com.
This episode of Stuff You Should Know is brought to you by State Farm.
Hey everybody, here's a fact for you. In the United States, there is a break-in every 26 seconds, and that means that somewhere right now, an intruder is getting closer. And the problem with most security systems is that they only alert you after the break-in has started, and that's too late.
Well, that's what makes SimpliSafe different. They use alerts. SimpliSafe's US-based live agents, they identify threats on your property and help deter them before they actually break in. So the intruder never gets into your house. The crime is stopped before it even starts.
That's right. And another great thing about SimpliSafe is they have no long-term contracts. They give you peace of mind and great value with their monitoring deterrence plans because they just start at about $1 a day.
Yeah, SimpliSafe sent us a setup years back, and I still use mine every day.
Yeah, and apparently setup, you can do it by yourself in under 30 minutes, so it's a really good value and it doesn't take long.
So if you want to experience the SimpliSafe peace of mind, you can take advantage of the SimpliSafe discount offered to Stuff You Should Know listeners. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplisafe.com/stuff. That's half off at simplisafe.com/stuff. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. Stuff at Sea is a 5-night, adults-only sailing trip that brings the Stuff podcast universe to life on board. This voyage is a culture-soaked escape where pink sand paradise meets curious minds. Sailing round trip from New York City to Bermuda on October 2nd to 7th, 2026, this voyage drops you straight into the iHeart Podcast Stuff universe. On top of the adults-only experience you already love, you'll get live podcast episode recordings, behind-the-scenes sessions, themed activations, and more unmissable onboard moments. Learn more at virginvoyages.com/stuff.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.